Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play whatever the game is. Just Porygon 711 here, and this is my first Let's Play. And there you go, that probably gives it away, but let's play Pikmin. Oh boy, fun times up ahead. But yeah, Pikmin is gonna be my first Let's Play. I figured it'd be a good game to start off with. Just, I don't know, I think it's one of the better games out there to start off with. Just better games in general. But yeah, on the start screen, all you have is start, which we'll get to that in a second. You have your options, and that is options, adjust settings, and challenge mode. I will be doing challenge mode at the end of the LP, I believe, so we'll worry about that later, but for now, let's just start. One thing I'd like to say real quick, this is post-commentary, because I couldn't figure out how to do, well, I can figure it out. Live commentary was just not working when I was recording this, but maybe for the next parts, I'm not sure. Anyways, I had to erase the file there, and now we're starting. But yeah, Pikmin. Starts off with Captain Omar. That is his name. They don't give it away now, but if you know Pikmin like I do, you know it's Captain Omar and his ship named SS Dolphin. It looks like that's a meteor of some sort that's going somewhere. And oh, what a surprise! It crashes into Captain Omar's ship and he's soaring down to the planet. Down. There's some song to that, I think, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it looks like, the ship is, like, falling apart into pieces, and is, like, flying down in flames all over. And, yep, we have our first area of the game, the impact site. It's the site of impact. Impact site. Captain Omar has stars going around his head, because that's what happens to you when you fall down the ground hard from like 50,000 feet in the air or more. And he turns around after getting up and... oh, his ship, it doesn't look good. My name is Captain Omar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. How obvious. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet with so many parts lost. The skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, I better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Yeah, so it looks like there's poisonous oxygen on the planet that he's on, and we don't know what planet it is. And he only has 30 days of life support, so it looks like we won't be able to live that long if we don't find the ship parts and get out of here, so... right here I was showing off the controls of Captain Omar. A is to punch. We'll find more controls for that in a second. B is to whistle. What is that for? We don't know yet. And move around with the joystick. And, oh, what's this? Walk over here. It looks like a red thing. We don't know what this is yet. Spat out a seed of some sort. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it was waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable of my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Yep, because when you go to mysterious planets, you call things onions if you don't know what they are. That's what you do. And, okay, these aren't technically enemies, but they're kind of are. They can't kill what creatures we're gonna find in a second. But, those are pellet posies, by the way. We'll get into more in those in a second, but right now, the seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling for me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. So, press A, right, after approaching it, and it looks like a creature! Ah! Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. How creepy. Its shape is similar to the Pikmin brain carrots I love so much. I believe I should call it a Pikmin. And that is why, Pikmin are called that. Because, they resemble Pikmin carrots. Here I am stranded on this toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I shall research this fascinating creature, try grab it and throw it with A, point at it with B is a whistle, it will react to C, and pressing down on the control pad as well. The following controls appear to have allowed me several viewpoints. Use rotate camera, control pad left and right is a zoom, up and right on control pad is change perspective. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these new controls of some sort. One thing, if you haven't noticed by now, this is on the Wii, so if you're following this in the GameCube version, I don't really know what to say. I know there are some differences between the game, but not much other than controls, obviously. And they did add a few extra things, but other than that, it's still kind of the same thing. Astonishing. Onion has sown more seeds. Small red pellet, the Pikmin harvested after cutting down flour appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be sort of an incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. So yeah, pellet posies. They are the basic thing to growing Pikmin. One thing I like to say, obviously we're going to be needing more than one type of Pikmin, and if you find a pellet posi that matches your color's Pikmin, like, okay, these are red pellets, for example, have red Pikmin carry it back to the onion, you will get what it says on that pellet. The only exception is the one pellet. If it matches the color of the Pikmin that goes in the onion, if it matches the color that it goes in the onion with, like red pellet, the one red pellet, like here, goes into the red onion, you get 2 for that. That's the only exception. Other than that, like, there's a 5 red pellet over there, you get 5 red Pikmin for it. 10 red pellet, 10, 20, etc. I think that's all the pellets though. This is where it gets a little tricky that people tend to not understand as much. Okay, so say you have, I don't know, some other colored pellet, doesn't really matter what it is, but it's not red, and it goes into the red onion. You only get, and it's a 1 pellet, you only get 1 Pikmin out of it instead of 2. If it's a 5 pellet, you only get like 2 or 3, I think. If it's 10 pellet, 5, 20, 10, etc. But yeah, that's how it works. And yeah, there's like a hidden pellet over there if you didn't see by the ship. You have to go up a little slope. That's the only pellet I think is hard to find. It's not really that hard to find. Just up there, you gotta know where to look for it. I just knew where it was, but whatever. By now you should have at least, well, you need at least 10 Pikmin to do something here in a second, which you can easily do with the 5 pellet and the 1 pellets. But you should have the most right now, 14. There's no other pellets to be found. I'm pretty sure 25 is the maximum number of Pikmin you can grow this day, because there are, as you can see right there, there's more pellets up there, and we're going to be needing to grow some more Pikmin, so yeah. This box that we're pushing, all you need to do is, like, command the Pikmin over there. All you need is 10 red Pikmin, and they'll be able to push it over there. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct, or whatever. Approach and press A to fix sprouts, press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw, press B to haul them, blah blah blah, more controls. The only new thing is I shall record this on my computer and access it with Plus, and that's on the Wii version. Start pause with the GameCube version. I just showed it off here. You can go over and there's controls that helps you now. But I've noticed in Pikmin in this game they explain controls a lot, so it's almost pointless to have that there. But just in case you forget them along the way, I don't know how you would, but whatever. Amazing. Over here, there's no stake in it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. But how will I lift it? I wonder. Let's, throw a Pikmin at it. Oh, whoops, we need 20 red Pikmin. We only have 14, so sounds like we're going to be needing to grow some more Pikmin here, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. What a shock. But yeah, you need at least 20 Pikmin to lift it. The top numbers of when you're carrying things is how many you need. The bottom number is how many you have on there. It's like a fraction thing, like, Okay, see the 5 pellet? Well, it's still in the picture, yeah. 5 pellet right there. 5 is how many you need, and then the bomb 9 is how many I have on there. So yeah, just gotta follow that. But yeah, now you just need to grow at least 20 Pikmin. The most you can get, like I said, is like 25, so, yeah, 25. Okay, let's see, there's other things I should be talking about. Well, okay, here. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to press A repeatedly, and you can, pluck Pikmin faster, basically. And then Carstormar goes on a little bit of how the Pikmin colors differ when they're in groups and by themselves. It's usually, that's with disbanding. I don't think I showed it off in this episode, but we will a lot in this game, but I don't think I showed it off in this episode. When you disband Pikmin, if you disband them, they kind of go colorless because they kind of are, like, out, and they don't really get to help. Basically, Pikmin like to help, and that's their main thing. If they're more in groups, then they are more colorful as well. I don't really notice that change as much. I just think it's when you disband them, but whatever. It's just kind of like a change. But yeah. Once all 25 get on there, one of them kind of didn't make it, but now he's on there. But yeah, let's play Pikmin, let's Pikmin. Yeah, this game shouldn't take too long for me. It should be done in like a matter of, let's see, after, like, once the whole LP's over, let me see, I would say after 3 weeks? If not 3 weeks, definitely 4 weeks, so it shouldn't take but a month or less, so, yeah. Or if I'm able to put more out there, then, more episodes a day, then it should be done pretty quickly, but yeah. Got the ship part back, and the Pikmin are kind of celebrating there. And now, if you hear the sound, that means we can now go to a new area, and the ship is glowing. But yeah, throughout the game, if you get a certain amount of ship parts, you get to go to new areas, and there's 5 areas in the game. This is the first one, obviously. We opened up the second one because we got the ship part back. So now we can go to another area. That's basically what I just explained there. The search starts tomorrow. Yep. And now it's the end of the day. But yeah, the first day. Doesn't take that long. But it is kind of boring. Just basically explain all the controls and basics of the game. The next day will actually be pretty active. We have a lot of stuff to do on the next day because we have a new area to explore, which we'll find out what that is in a second. But yeah, it'll be a pretty exciting day, I would think, because we gotta do a bunch of stuff. One day since Impact, I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they'll help me again tomorrow. So yeah, this is Omar's diary. You see this at the end of every day. He just, records stuff in it. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family and planet Hokata. Now shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. A dense forest is visible in the surface below. It's called the Forest of Hope. That's the new area. He shall explore it tomorrow, because there's nothing else we can do at the impact site except grow more red Pikmin, but that's all we can do, so nothing much else to do there. Pikmin population graphs, it shows a bunch of stuff, like numbers, like how many are sprouted, left behind, lost in battle, everything like that. We'll get more into that later on, but for now, end of the episode. Next time we'll go to the Forest Hope and start our exploration. I'll see you guys then, when we actually start doing stuff or more. Bye.